This guy, Andrew Gillum, I like to call him Andy Gillum, just because I'm sure it makes him upset. And I like to make leftists upset. He's got other problems, folks. There's a breaking story this evening. This is from the Tallahassee Democrat. I'm telling you, it's the local newspapers that really are covering this race correctly. FBI undercover agent paid food tab for Andrew Gillum fundraiser documents review. Let me tell you, Florida, particularly you independents haven't voted yet or thinking about it, you could have a guy here who's under investigation for his entire governorship if you elect him as your governor. Because this guy was taking freebies left and right. You know about the Costa Rica trip. You know about the Hamilton ticket. You know about the hotel in New York City. These things are worth thousands of dollars. But here's the breaking story tonight by the Tallahassee Democrat. An undercover FBI agent posing as an Atlanta developer seeking to do business with the city of Tallahassee, where he was mayor, Gillum, picked up the catering bill for a 2016 fundraiser for Mayor Andrew Gillum's nascent political action committee, Forward Florida. The PAC would eventually become the war chest of Gillum's gubernatorial campaign. It is the first piece of evidence linking the ongoing FBI probe to Gillum's broader campaign for statewide office. And this stuff's trickling out, not due to the DeSantis campaign or the Republicans, but due to one of the people who's caught up in this, the lobbyist. The emails and receipts released Friday, today, as part of a supplemental records request from the Florida Commission on Ethics shows that the agent, the undercover FBI agent, Mike Miller, was invoiced $4,386 by 101 Restaurant and Mint Lounge, a restaurant owned by lobbyist Adam Corey at the time. Now, this guy, Corey, is buddies, or was, with Gillum. An email exchange shows that Miller paid the bill and Gillum sent him a personal thank you. That is a thank you note for the food. Now, Gillum has been lying through his teeth all along about the extent of this investigation, and he knows the extent of this FBI investigation. He's been lying about the extent of the FBI investigation. He's been lying about his involvement in corruption in this city of Tallahassee. And it is corrupt. And today, again, he's trashing police officers. Police officers that are forced to draw a weapon, even a taser. Well, then they've blown it, according to him. A month after meeting Mike Miller, this is the FBI undercover agent, for breakfast at the Power Plant Cafe at the Edison, Corey, that's the lobbyist, enlisted the undercover agent to help foot the bill for a fundraising dinner at Corey's house on behalf of Gillum's gubernatorial campaign. Now, keep in mind, Corey, the lobbyist and buddy of Gillum, didn't know that this guy Miller was an undercover agent, of course. An email exchange between Corey and Lowe and Bryce Barnes, a Florida Democratic Party official, who would go on to become finance director for Gillum's campaign, show them arranging a dinner fundraiser at Corey's house for Forward Florida, Gillum's gubernatorial PAC. The PAC was originally set up as a general leader. So now you have his gubernatorial PAC doing a fundraiser, and the meal is paid for by the undercover agent, the undercover FBI agent. Now, clearly that's illegal. The flyer billed the event as honoring Gillum, and in one email, Barnes described it as the first kick-up event for his campaign. It was attended by roughly 40 Tallahassee notables, including this one and that one. We have a pathway with the outstanding to get to $37,850. Whatever we can push to get us over that $40,000 mark would be amazing, Barnes wrote to Corey. Thank you again for all your work to make a successful event last night. The minimum donation for the dinner was $5,000 a person. But Corey, the lobbyist and buddy of Gillum, arranged an alternative donation for Miller, the undercover FBI agent. Quote, instead he is helping to underwrite the cost of the meals and drinks we enjoyed, Corey wrote to Barnes. A year before he announced his candidacy and 2 months before the fundraiser, Gillum and Daniels flew to Tampa to meet Leach, senior vice president of Southport Financial Services, an affordable housing developer and Democratic fundraiser. Anyway, it goes on at great length, the extent to which Gillum and his cronies went to get freebies, to associate themselves with these developers. It's just typical sleaze. Typical sleaze. And I watched this debate the other night. He couldn't have been more nasty, couldn't have been more outrageous, Gillum. And, of course, when you accuse him or even raise these issues with him, which are quite clear, he says you're bringing this stuff up because he's African American. Look at John James in Michigan. There's a stand-up guy, a combat veteran, a successful small businessman running as a conservative to be senator from Michigan. This man is a magnificent candidate. Gillum is a disaster.